Two Western teams have run the gauntlet. Only one can emerge victorious to claim a spot in the finals. Game one of the Western Conference Finals begins in a moment. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, I'm very familiar with C.J. McCollum's college days playing ball at mid-major Lehigh University. He said, we had solid players, but we also had guys who've become doctors, lawyers.
You certainly come a long way, DA. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. And for the Timberwolves, Russell is out there with Beasley. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Edwards. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4 slot. And the basket by McCollum.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
And that one is good by Beasley.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up to the Portland Trailblazers. Knocked away. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And that one is good by Beasley.
Yeah, tough on the offensive end, just really sloppy play, and Beasley doesn't mind picking that one up and doing something with it.
McCollum with the ball. We're about 1 minute into the first. Fast break, here they come. Russell kicks to Edwards. Pass to Towns. Here's Vanderbilt, defended by Covington. Edwards. They get the rebound.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
So smart in these situations. Love how Covington often picks the correct route to run.
So it's Minnesota now. Here's Russell, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Robert Covington picks one up, and he's got his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good.
And D'Lo has shown that he has an extreme amount of confidence and offensive ability in this league. It's just a matter of finding the right environment.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Covington, and the dunk by Covington.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Edwards kicks to Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Good penetration for D'Lo right there. Real nimble on the inside. And finds an angle.
Here's McCollum. Tipped away and stolen by Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Now here's Lillard. Knocks it loose and stolen by Russell. Goes up and the slam dunk by Russell.
Well, tough to hold on to the ball with those fast hands from D'Lo that are active.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. That one goes in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Lillard against Russell from outside the arc, and another 3 for Portland.
Great job there getting the defense to commit one way, and then Lillard has the body control to pull up the other. Nails the quick jump.
Nurkic with the steal. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Edwards. Passes it to Vanderbilt. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Towns has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Here's Russell following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Russell kicks to Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Well, the defense better make sure they're sticking to all four other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. McCollum with the ball. Beasley covering. There's the three. And another three for Portland.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And the slam dunk by Russell.
Well, he's big enough, and I think he's strong enough to take that kind of contact and make it an and-one. Russell with a nice play.
For Minnesota, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Here's Simons. And stolen by Russell. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
And Beasley at 6'4", able to rise up and throw it down.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. They trail by 7. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The drive by Russell.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And the ball handling right there, McCollum, he's able to get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
And the slam dunk by Russell.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more, you're right. McCollum from deep three-point land. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Minnesota on top, leading by 9. And we'll get it going after this from the target set. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him. And before the game, we talked about that with him.
I think in the past, anytime
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Russell is out there with Ricky Rubio. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Towns. And it's Reed in at the 4. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
Now, CJ operating like a surgeon out there tonight.
The pass to Reed. Towns trying to get open. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got his first bucket of the night.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Simons, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
Here's Russell, and he converts the layup. Russell's got 17.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Tip of the cap there. I mean, that defense was good. The finish was better.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Noel's checked in. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Norman Powell's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Lillard with it, now guarded by Towns. And the dunk by Covington.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Edwards. This is his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Now here's Lillard. Oh, and a jam by Anthony.
Melo showing that he's still got it down there, gets enough space to get up and get to the rim.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top three-point shooters in the playoffs. Karl Anthony Towns, fourth. And, of course, D'Angelo Russell.
And the bright lights of these playoffs have done wonders for each of their three-point shooting. That's what they were both hoping for.
The steal. Oh, here we go. Rubio's got it on the fast break chance. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And right there where he needs to be to finish off that opportunity, Ricky with an easy 2.
Pass to Nurkic. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the inside. Count it. Covington's got 4 this quarter.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Man showing some terrific range. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
Getting the feet set. Ricky Rubio can't get in the zone from the three-point line.
Inside, here's Covington, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And it's Towns penetrating.
Such a huge advantage for Ricky Rubio to read plays before they happen.
Trailblazers trail by 14. They get a hand on it. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Here's Anthony. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Anthony's got his second bucket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up. It's going to be Towns shooting. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic for the Trailblazers. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Hollis-Jefferson subbed in for Carmelo Anthony.
And for a player with his size, Towns has always been very comfortable at the free throw line. And that's a good thing because he finds himself there quite a bit.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Edwards, a three-pointer is right on target. Edwards got 14 points for the game.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Lillard against Rubio. Now Lillard. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
McCollum's checked in for Portland. And the basket by Rubio.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Trailblazers trail by 20. 30 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And that one's good. Lillard.
Yeah, Damian Lillard, this is some Oaktown response. You make one, I got you back.
Here's Rubio. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And even though they're down, I like the way they're pounding the ball inside. It's leading to a lot of points in the paint.
And Portland making a change here. Simons is checked in.
Way back in 2009, Ricky Rubio was drafted. There was so much talk about him being the Spanish version of Pistol Pete. He's had a remarkable career.
And the shot goes in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Edwards. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 3 assists in the game. Here's McCollum. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Minnesota controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Halfway home tonight's Western Conference for the Timberwolves. Boy, have they ever started this series off on the right foot. That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We're back at the Western Conference Finals. Happy to have you with us here on 2K Sports. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot.
Such a luxury to have McCollum be able to play both guard spots. So not just a scorer, solid passer too, about 3 assists for his career.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition and no one's on you, great shot. That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 17-point game. Nurkic against Edwards. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Minnesota. He hits both from the stripe. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Ball's knocked loose. And now the Timberwolves on the break. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
Well, Russell certainly has the makeup of a high-volume scorer. We've seen it before, and we might be seeing it again.
3-pointer, Lillard. That shot off. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Robert Covington. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And it's a different kind of defense teams play in the postseason. More in your face, physical, high energy plays like that one.
Trailblazers trailed by 21. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Well, Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Here's Russell. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists in the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away. Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
And the slam dunk by Russell.
I love the spatial awareness from Russell. Saw how much room he had and just took it aggressively.
Trailblazers have gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Powell against Edwards. Poked loose. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. 5th on the list, Damian Lillard.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak
at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
McDaniels is checked in for Edwards. Portland also making some changes. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized four who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
That's tipped. Lillard scanning the floor. Buries it from three-point range. Lillard's got 14 points now in the second half.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
And Enes Kanter picks up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
Trailblazers trail by 16.
Yo, check that.
Here is Lillard. 20 points for him. Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
To the middle. Here's Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And another 3 for Portland.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's McDaniels. It's deflected. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Well, recognizing D'Angelo Russell has become a scorer, he's got to go back to his natural instincts to make plays. He did there.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Yeah, a 4th turnover there. That's just a rough, sloppy game.
Minnesota making a switch here. Reed's checked in. And Portland with a change here, too. Covington's checked in. And the slam dunk by Russell.
And look at Russell bringing the intensity. He's stronger now, willing to mix it up inside no matter who's on it.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Simons. Sweet little floater.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Timberwolves leading by 13. Beasley right side. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Beasley's a guy who just hits the court hungry and ready to make an impact. He usually does that on the offensive end.
The Timberwolves have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. The first one falls.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And a wide open look for McCollum. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And so it's Minnesota. Their lead. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got McDaniels, Malik Beasley out there with D'Angelo Russell, and it's Reed in at center. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Beasley outside. Here's Vanderbilt. That one goes. Count it. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
That one drops for him. McCollum's got 19 points.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there. Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
McCollum finds Lillard. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Offensive rebound, Russell. And there's the bucket. Stand with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Russell's got 33.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Norkic checked in for Portland. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He said, hey, we're still in this thing. We just have to trust.
Connects again from distance.
The threes coming fast and furious. He is scorching the Nets.
Now GA tied for the third most three-point field goals in single-game playoff history. Pass to Reed. This one for three. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his fifth assist in this one. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They trail by 11. Puts up a three. And the Trailblazers another three.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact. So a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Trailblazers trail by 11. Lillard with it from deep three-point range. And again for three.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena slack-jawed.
And Greg, he finds himself tied for second place all-time in three-point makes for a playoff game. Vanderbilt the pass to Edwards. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And they double up Russell. And Beasley, here we go.
And the agility on Beasley's drive, really tough for the defense to deal with.
Trailblazers trail by 10. Now, here's Lillard. An easy 2 points on the layup. Lillard's got 36.
You know, not many guys can change pace on the dribble the way Lillard does it. Just phenomenal.
And the basket is good.
And Matador defense That's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Lillard from deep three-point land. They get it back.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
Timberwolves leading by 8. Beasley, the pass to Vanderbilt. Back to Beasley. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
That's good from Beasley. 1:16 left to play here in the fourth. Now Lillard, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the final quarter.
Man, if ever there were a way to kick off the NBA Conference Finals, this is it. Gonna be a table-setting victory here in Game 1 for Minnesota.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for D'Angelo Russell.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Passes to Towns. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home.
Good. Another from 3.
Incandescent from long range. The defense throwing up their hands. How do you stop it?
I don't know. And he's now tied this single-game playoff record for three-pointers made.
That mark of 11 set back in 2016 might not last long the way he's shooting.
McCollum kicks to Powell. And here's Covington from the arc. Back to Powell. From deep. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into Game 2.